So it was in the early 2000s, I found myself finally in a rock and roll band, enjoying the relationships that I have with these guys. And we get invited to go to Nashville, Tennessee to do a showcase for a record label. We're loading our gear into a famous recording studio, and we're working with a record producer that was famous and somebody that I was excited to work with. I finally find myself in a vocal booth trying to record these vocals, background vocals for songs that I had helped actually write, only to find myself completely clamming up and botching it and screwing it up and being absolutely horrible at trying to get this thing done. And the producer comes in and talks to me, and finally, after dragging and pulling and prodding and trying to encourage me, he inspires me to give my best. And then he comes in and he tells me, "You have what it takes. You're great at what you do. You can actually do this. I want to hear more from you. This is what you should be doing." It spoke to me, but what he didn't know was for the last 2 years, I had been struggling with some insecurity because my dream job of doing music full time, I had gotten fired from my first job by somebody that I respected because people in the church didn't like how I sang. Now, I had actually gotten to the place in which I believed that I didn't deserve anything good, and I also got to the place where I wasn't expecting anything. And there's a huge difference between entitlement and expectancy. Entitlement says that I deserve something and there's no justifiable reason as far as why I deserve it. And expectancy, though, expectancy is this emotional rush of anticipation that's coupled with the humility of gratitude. It's completely okay to have a spirit of expectancy, and we don't need to be entitled. Now, when it comes to entitlement and expectancy, entitlement is a completely different issue. But when it comes to expectancy, sometimes we actually self-sabotage ourselves because we actually get to the place to where we don't believe that we deserve anything good, or worst case scenario is that we've been burned one too many times to allow the flames of hope to inspire us to expect that good things will actually come our way. It doesn't need to be this way. Some of us get stuck in this perpetual death cycle in which we're consistently just waiting for the bottom to drop out over and over and over again. And I would want to remind you today that fear and insecurity are the absolute enemies of gratitude. Well, why is that? It's because gratitude is the catalyst that inspires the flame of expectancy to burn. And when it burns like a wildfire. Zig Ziglar actually says this, that he says that gratitude is the healthiest of all human emotions. The more you express gratitude for what you have, the more likely you will have even more to express gratitude for. I also love this by Gilbert Chesterton. He says this, "I would maintain that thanks are the highest form of thought, and that gratitude is happiness doubled by wonder." Now, Paul in the New Testament actually says that we should rejoice always, that we should pray continually, but we should give thanks in all circumstances. The reason why he says this is because gratitude is the catalyst that inspires all good things. Everything good comes from gratitude. Now, as a leader, you've heard me talk about this before, that whatever you make visible is what you replicate. So if there's one thing that you'll want to replicate on your team, it's going to be gratitude. So today, wherever you're at, take a moment and just pause for a second, pick up your phone, send a text message, walk into somebody's office, and let somebody know something specific that you're thankful for. Look them in the eye, send them a text message and say, "I appreciate you because of this." Allow gratitude to overwhelm your team, your family, and your life, and recondition your mind and your soul to expect great things. We have so much to be thankful for. I hope this content has been an encouragement to you because you guys are an encouragement to me. So thank you for sharing. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for posting. You guys mean the world to me. And I'm so excited to see what 2021 has for all of us. Until next time.